It's not Happy Homebrew Wednesday, so it's Happy Homebrew Thursday. But this is the Dean's List sample, and it's one I'm really excited about. So this is a first for me. A lot of you guys know Northern Accent, Josh. He has been kind of out of the net for a while because he just had a young little reproduction of himself, a little baby double helix. And first of all, we hope that everything's going well and little man's doing great. And I know you got your hands full, and I know you're really busy. But I had sent Josh a beer mail a while back, and he did some very generous reviews on a Vienna Pale Ale or an Amber Ale. I forget the other one I sent him. Maybe it was an ESB, and then the one that I'm really most proud of, the Old School DIPA. So he had also asked for the recipe because he said he wanted to brew it. So I gave him the recipe. He brewed it. We did a little video chat while he was brewing it. I think he had one hiccup on the yeast. He thought that there was something wrong with the starter. Ended up finding out that it wasn't. He had sent his wife, I think, to the homebrew store and got an extra pack of yeast and threw some dry yeast in or something like that. But anyway, long story short, before he had a chance to send it off, because he promised me he would send me one so I could taste it. He, of course, life got in the way, and the rest is history. So you probably haven't seen Northern Accent on the BrewTube channels for a while, but for very good reason. But I'm sure he'll be sending some videos because it sounds like he's kind of getting back into the swing of things. But anyway, yesterday I got a nice package. Actually, it was early this morning, and opened it up. He sent me 4 beers, actually 5 beers. I think he sent me a couple of locals and then 3 homebrews. One of the homebrews is Old School DIPA. And I'm really excited to try this one. I'm doing it first because he said that it's been a while since he brewed it, so go ahead and knock this one out first. So, without further ado, I can't wait. I've never had anybody brew my beer and me taste it before, so this is cool. I think the Bearded Brewer did the Vienna Pale / Amber Ale, Dreyer's Abomination, but I never got to taste it. But this is cool. It's my beer coming from Minnesota. It's so cool. Anyway. And the cool thing about it, it's going to be neat to see, and we had chatted about this, to see what the difference in the water profiles, because we followed the exact same recipe, I think, but the difference in the water profiles and see what that does to the beer. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and crack this thing and get into it. Nice little hiss. Good little amount of smoke coming out, and we'll get to pour. I can already tell it looks different than mine. I think he bottles off the keg, so I can pour all that in there. So, just from the look, I think the head looks about the same. Looks like you got about a finger head. It's a off-white color, kind of eggshell colored. The beer itself, I don't know if he did any claring. It's a little hazy. But if I wasn't, I think I usually put gelatin in mine, which makes it a little bit clearer. But he might not have done that, and we'll see what that does. Also, the color, I think mine's normally quite a bit darker. His is a lot lighter. Not sure if that's would have anything to do with the water. I think, I'm convinced that I probably scorch the hell out of my grains when I brew, because I brew at a very vigorous boil, and I'm not sure if that adds any color to it or not. But anyway, I think I think it's caramel 10. It's caramel 10, I think, Josh, right? I think it's caramel 10, yeah. So anyway, this is probably the color it's supposed to be. Mine's usually a little bit darker. That's probably because I scorch mine when I'm brewing it. Anyway, let's go ahead and get a nose. Oh wow, this smells a lot more citrusy than mine does. Yeah, I get the oh, this is really cool, because I've been trying to, those guys have been watching my channel, I've been trying to find a way to brew a beer that tastes like Raja, that Imperial IPA, and the other one, Ponzi, because they have this kind of really strong citrusy kind of twang to it. I'm getting that off this one. I don't get it off mine, but I do get it off this one. So Josh, already the aroma on this is I think better than mine. It's not as much. It's weird. It's not that mine. I think I shouldn't say that. I think It's better because I really like the citrusy smell. I think it's different though. I think mine's more dank. I got that kind of cat piss, you know, dankness comes out of the hops that I put in. And yours, you're getting a lot more of the kind of bright citrusy aroma. And maybe that's, you know, I don't know what, if you check the pH of your water. I don't really check mine. I just kind of go with it. And I need to start looking at the water chemistry a little closer because a lot of my beers taste alike, I think. But yeah, I'm really digging this aroma, man. This is awesome. So, all right, let's go ahead and get a taste. Built this thing up enough. This is so exciting. I cannot believe this thing is 8.6%. The first thing, it's a lot brighter. And the lack of dankness on the aroma kind of carries through with the flavor. It's not that kind of real rich flavor I think you get on the Old School Double IPA that I brew. This one's more of a, this is deadly, Josh. I would think this was just a regular IPA. I certainly wouldn't think this was 8.6%. This tastes like maybe it's like 6% at the most. When I say tastes like, I mean you just don't get that kind of alcohol taste. I mean, even mine has got a slight alcohol taste in it. You don't get that with this one at all. Wow, it's really, really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, that is bizarre. So yeah, the two things then, it's the color. The color is much lighter, and I'll have to go back and look through my videos and see if I can find a picture of Old School Double IPA and maybe do a side-by-side with this one here. And the aroma is brighter in this one. It's lighter, it's brighter, and it's less, it doesn't have that, a little bit of the dankness. It's got a little bit of the dankness, but not that big punch-in-your-face kind of dankness that you get. I think you get more of the Citra and less of the Simcoe. I think mine, you get a punch, like a throat punch of Simcoe, and then you get a little bit of citrus, or a little bit of Citra. It's just, but I mean, you can tell it's the same recipe. I can tell by the taste it's the same recipe. It's just crazy how much difference, and I think it's got to be the water. I think it's got to be the water profile. So I don't know. You had talked about you were going to ship some water up from I think it was your uncle or your grandfather or something had a well. I'm not, I don't know if you use the regular water or if you use the well water you're going to truck up, but dude, there's nothing wrong with this. This is a really good beer. I know you had said when you drank mine that it was commercial quality. I think this is commercial quality. This is freaking awesome, Josh. Thank you so much for sending me this. I'm going to go enjoy this and get ready for, I had an early brew day today. I brewed my SJ Pour Challenge beer. I had to dump the last one. I'm hoping this one makes it through. I did some very non-traditional things with the beer, so we'll see if it works out. The gravity, the final gravity was 1046, and a lot of you will say, "Whoa, you're gonna be over the 4.5%. I think it is. You're supposed to be." Not really. There's a lot of unfermentables in there, so it's not going to be that high of a beer. But I'm hoping all the crazy stuff I did to it will give it a little more taste. You guys know from looking at my previous video, I was a little frustrated with the lack of taste in the session. So anyway, damn, thank you so much, Josh. I got 4 other really good beers to go through. I think he gave me a session IPA. He did, and some kind of was it a Sierra Nevada Pale Ale clone? I think he did, or a session clone, one of the two. But anyway, I love pale ales. So I'm looking forward to that. And he sent me a bottle of Hop Dish, which in his review of my Old School Double IPA, he said it reminded him a lot of Hop Dish. So I can't wait to taste that and see how that compares to Old School as well. But I'll make sure I'll try to get all the reviews of them, on film. And again, dude, yeah, I'm already at 9 minutes here rambling on, but this is a freaking great beer. Wow. I think Josh is he's very, I don't want to say he's not self-deprecating, but he's very humble, because this dude has got some brew skills. I mean, this is a clean beer. I don't taste any off flavors in this. It's crisp, it's bright. It reminds me a lot of those beers with the bright citrusy aroma, and you know, best of all, it's my recipe. So anyway, thanks again, thanks again, Josh. Cheers. Enjoy the new addition to your family, and you and your wife, you know, enjoy all this downtime before you have to go back to work. Take care, guys.